Good day, everybody. Today is Wednesday. We're at midweek. Mark the date. I'll tell you why towards the end of this video. It is August the 26th of 2026. So, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, a concerned black father vocalized his experience within the Peel Region Public School Board here in Ontario. He became famous for his beginning quote, "Mina nua wagwan in the Peel region, Mina nua wagwan in the Peel region." So Black People United for Change reached out to the Minister of Education in Ontario, Paul Calandra. This was months ago, before the summer came into full effect, about April, May or so. Anyway, so lo and behold, months after Black People United for Change, we just got a response from the Ministry of Education located at 316 Front Street West in Toronto of Education. So I'm going to read it to you. To Vanessa St. Louis, which is I, Black People United for Change, Inc., Black People United for Change at gmail.com. Dear Vanessa St. Louis, thank you for your letter raising concerns regarding the alleged, I hate that word, treatment of two students, they didn't mention that they were black, at Burnham Thorpe Public School, as well as concerns about anti-black racism within the education system. I appreciate you bringing this matter forward. The Ministry of Education remains firmly committed to initiatives that improve student achievement and ensure that all students, regardless of their background, identity, or lived experience, have access to safe, inclusive, and high-quality learning environments where they can thrive and reach their full potential. It is the ministry's expectation that the obligation to exclude a student is not used as a form of discipline. The ministry also expects that students are given every opportunity to continue their learning and to receive the supports they need to succeed at school. If a child is expelled or suspended, Policy Program Memorandum 145, Progressive Discipline and Promoting Positive Student Behavior, requires the principal to notify the parents of the excluded student as soon as possible in the circumstances and to inform them of their right to appeal the decision to the board. There must be clear accountability in any instance where professional standards have not been upheld, and families must have confidence that concerns will be taken seriously and addressed appropriately. The Ontario College of Teachers, in brackets OCT, is the independent regulatory body responsible for establishing and enforcing professional and ethical standards of practice. And it is mandated to receive, investigate, and adjudicate complaints of professional misconduct involving its members, including teachers and administrations, administrators, and to deal with discipline and fitness to practice issues. We have recently introduced the requirement for school boards to establish student and family support offices to make it easier for parents and guardians to get help with their children's education. These offices provide a clear way to raise concerns that aren't resolved at the school level and ensure families receive timely responses. The first offices open in January 2026 in supervised school boards, with all boards across Ontario being required to have offices in place by the start of the next school year. Once again, thank you for bringing this to my attention and for your continued advocacy on behalf of students and families. Sincerely, the Honorable Paul Calandra, Minister of Education. And there it is. Well, I didn't see that board coming out to the press conference that was held and organized by the advocates for parents of Black children. I didn't see no response to the delayed dreams report that was written by the Ontario Human Rights Commission. I didn't even see the press at that press conference in March of this year, nor did I see a lot of Black people, few and far between. So I'm glad that he took the time to respond to an urgent email that was written months ago. But you know what? It isn't just that one family. We're talking about the little girl with 7 years old, Black girl with autism who was kicked in the stomach by a teacher. The hit list created by white students with Black students' names on their "we got to kill" list. And we're like, what, 13 days away from the beginning of the 2026 school year, and this very same minister that took the time to write me a templated letter in response to Black children being kicked out of school because their father brought attention to the severity of anti-Black racism occurring in these public schools all across Ontario. And then the kids ultimately got kicked out of the school. So while I'm glad that you typed up my name and sent me an email months later, I am not glad because you haven't addressed the real problems that Black People United for Change has brought to your attention. And I'm scared for our Black students this year. You know why? We know what's up on the 29th. We know that them attendees of their big anti-Black let's eradicate the Black race out of Canada excursion going on in Hamilton on the 29th, their faces are masked because we don't know if it's ministers, teachers, principals, doctors, and nurses hiding behind masks that are going to strategically plan how to eradicate us. And we as parents can't be there for our kids in September. So what I'm saying, Black Ontario, mummifying yourself is not going to help your kids in these schools. You have to start from now and stand up for these kids. If we don't, who else will? You don't know. I will post this letter at blackpeopleunitedforchange.ca. You could read it for yourself. But talking out doesn't harm anyone.